Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Prophet Kiana with a message for you guys today. Today's message is now you being brought out. Yes, now you being brought out. So Holy Spirit, if your will, guide me. Bless me to stay in alignment with delivering this message if your will. Allow me to be blessed with everything that needs to be spoken and delivered to the hearts and mind of your people. Block me from leaning to my own understanding or strand, of course, if it's your will, Holy Spirit. Hello everybody, and so you guys, I want to give thanks to God for blessing us to still be here, to be able to see a new day, to be able to breathe still. And so I thank God because of the fact that he took out vengeance on our enemies who were against us, who attacked us, took things from them. So I'm thankful that God had fought for our freedom. So I am over in Exodus, and yesterday we learned about how God had let us know about how that he will take out vengeance on our enemies. He will not just harm the people, but also take their lives, and also take their animals and the gods as well in that land, in that territory. And so today we're going to be learning about Pharaoh letting the Israelites go. It says, during the night, Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, so now summon means the act of calling or assembly by summons. So Pharaoh is making an announcement. He says, up, leave my people. So now the enemy want to let go the people. I don't know if y'all remember, but remember God had told Moses, look, listen, I'm going to put a heart of stone on his heart to block him from releasing the people. And so it says, you and the Israelites go. So he want to release everybody into the hands of Moses and Aaron. And so your enemies are going to want to release control now, because they can't hold you back. They can't stop you now. God came through and rescued you from bondage. It says, worship the Lord as you have requested. Go ahead and do what you said you was going to do. Take your flocks and herds as you have said, and go also. Go and also bless me. So now he want to release you, but he want a bless. The Egyptians urged the people to hurry. Urge means to press, to push, to drive, to impel, to apply force to, in almost any manner. To hurry and leave the country. So it's not just Pharaoh, but it's also the Egyptians wanted the Israelites and Moses and Aaron out of their land, out of their country, because they had went through some things. They had went through loss, removing of things being taken from them. Your enemy is going to be mad, wanting you out. It says, for otherwise, they said, we would die. So they're worried about them all dying. Because God said he said what he was going to do. So the people took their dough before the yeast was added. So they already had dough made before yeast was added, and carried it on their shoulders. in kneading troughs wrapped in clothing. Kneading troughs means the vessel in which dough, after being mixed and leaven, was left to swell or ferment. Wrapped in clothing. The Israelites did as Moses instructed and asked the Egyptians. So now you are able to ask your enemies for things. Then they asked the Egyptians for articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably. Favorably means to praise to another, to offer or command to another's notice. So they was able to have favor. Whatever they asked for, they was able to get it from their enemies. So you're able to get anything from your enemies now because God gave you favor. And they gave them what they asked for. So they plundered the Egyptians. Plunder means to rob of goods or valuables by force. So they was able to force things from the Egyptians. The Israelites journey from Ramesses. Ramesses means a child of the sun. A city in the lower Egypt built by the Hebrew slaves. So a city where what they built while they were slaves. To Succoth. Succoth means a temporary hut or dwelling. There were about 600,000 men on foot. So it's going to be a large number traveling, being guided out of bondage. Besides women and children, many other people went up with them. And also large droves. Large droves means a collection of cattle driven, a number of animals as oxen. Of livestock. Livestock means beasts or quadrupeds in general, serving for tillage or other labor and for food to man. Both flocks. Flocks means a company or collection applied to sheep and other small animals. In herds. Herds means a collection or assemblage applied to beasts when feeding or driven together. With the dough the Israelites had brought from Egypt. So they brought their dough along their journey as they traveled. This could be physical or spiritual journey. And it says, they baked the loaves of unleavened bread. So we're supposed to bake the bread of unleavened bread tonight. And you'll be breaking out free tonight from bondage. It says, the dough was without yeast because they had been driven out of Egypt and did not have time to prepare for food for themselves. So they didn't have time to prepare the food. And you won't have time to prepare your food when you're on your journey. Because you'll be moving swiftly, spiritually or physically. Now the length of time the Israelites people lived in Egypt was 430 years. So you have been in bondage as well for a certain amount of years. Being taken advantage of, abused, manipulated, mistreated. At the end of the 430 years, to the very day, all the Lord's division left Egypt. So, everybody has left from bondage. when the Lord had set them free. So whoever had partaken in the Passover was set free from bondage, from slavery. Because the Lord kept vigil. Vigil means vigil, walking, watchful, vigils, to watch. That night, to bring them out of Egypt. So the Lord was covering them, protecting them, sheltering them through the night on a spiritual journey, or the physical journey as well. On this night, all the Israelites are to keep vigil to honor the Lord for generations to come. So, always watching for this day, so it could be remembered unto the Lord. I hope y'all was blessed with this word today. Holy Spirit still will allow this message to go forth if it's your will, Holy Spirit.